Hey everyone, and welcome back to today's video. So we are starting out the video today with no makeup on because we're gonna play with some new makeup today. I got a beautiful package in the mail by the brand Jeunesse, and they sent me some of their new Envy line makeup. It's a primer, it's a foundation, and it's a bronzer. And they all look really interesting. They're all in like an airbrush mist, and I love products like that. So I was super intrigued to buy this new makeup line. So we're gonna put this to the test today. So in this package that they sent me is their new primer. It's the Envy primer. It looks like this, and again, like I said, it's in that like airbrush spray type of can. So this is their primer. They came out with a new Envy BB Perfecting Foundation Mist. This foundation looked really interesting to me because I love those type of like airbrush foundations. It gives you like that nice airbrush look to your skin. This is also an oil-free mist, so it's good for all skin types. It's supposed to be a moisturizing and hydrating formula. It's also really cool because it's supposed to be a really buildable formula. So if you do one spray, it's supposed to be light coverage. If you do two sprays across your face, it's supposed to give you medium coverage, and then 3 sprays is supposed to give you full coverage. So you can kind of customize the amount of coverage that this foundation will give depending on what you want for the day. This is also a water resistant formula, and it comes in 9 different shade options. So I'm really excited to try this foundation out with you guys today. You guys know I'm always up for a new foundation test, so we'll see about this. And then the third thing that they just came out with is the Envy bronzer. And this is really cool because again, it comes in that airbrush packaging, like the spray airbrush type of packaging, which I think is a really cool idea for a bronzer. The Guerlain bronzer that has like the airbrush is super pretty and really easy to use too. So I'm excited to try theirs out as well. So we got a primer to test out, we got a foundation, and we got a bronzer. So what else comes in their package is this little like hairband that you can like wrap around your hairline like this so you don't get any spray around your hair or anything like that if you choose to spray it. What I like to do with a lot of these more like airbrush type of products is I actually like to use a brush and spray it on a brush first and then apply it like that. You can kind of do it either way, but they do give you like a nice little hairband to keep it out of your hair. And then they also give you 2 like little poofs that you can kind of slip your fingers in like this. And then once you spray your face with the foundation or the bronzer or whatever you're using, you can actually just press it into your skin like this. Just because if you spray it, you're not, you need to kind of like set it and press it in. So let's get to playing with some makeup. Let's test out these new products by Jeunesse, and let's start out with the primer. I'm going to shake it up first, and I'm debating if I want to just use a brush to apply this primer or do I want to put my little hairband on and spray it on, which I think I'm going to try that with the primer because primers usually aren't like really messy or anything like that, so it might be able to just give it a good shot with the primer. So let's test out, let's put on this cute little headband. Okay, I feel like I'm going skiing now. Let's start out applying this primer. I'm going to give it a good little spray. It says to kind of spray like kind of like an X direction like this. Okay, got the primer on. Nice, really light mist. Just gonna kind of let that sit and kind of air that in a little bit. It definitely is super light, like the mist is really light. It doesn't come out crazy or anything like that, but definitely with the foundation, I'm gonna use a brush first because you can feel the mist kind of get a little bit all over, and I have a white shirt on, so that's not gonna work. We're gonna definitely apply the foundation with the brush. So for the foundation today, I'm gonna try it in the shade Warm Sand. That's the shade that I chose that I felt like was gonna be the best match for my skin right now. There are 9 different shade options, and when you go onto their site, they have a way that you can plug in like your current different foundations, and then it gives you their best option for their foundation. So that's kind of how I just picked this one. I think this is going to be a good match. So what I'm going to do is I am going to spray this directly on my IT Cosmetics brush. This is the foundation brush I always use. It's the Heavenly Luxe Buffing Foundation Brush. We're just going to shake this up, spray a little bit onto our brush here, and then I'm just going to start applying. Just kind of buffing this into my skin. So we got one side of my foundation done right here. You can see the 2 different sides here together. No foundation and this Envy foundation. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. And this company is not gonna like this, but I wanna be completely honest with you guys at all times like I always am. This foundation is just not sitting well on my skin. It's like I'm buffing it in and I'm seeing like it's sticking to some dry patches on my nose for sure. It's like completely not blending on my nose because my nose always gets some dry patches, and it's really making those accentuated like so much. Even around my eye, it's just not blending. It's like not, it's like sitting on my skin a little bit funky. Okay, here we are super close up, like really nobody's gonna get this close to my face, but I wanna share with you guys exactly what I'm noticing on my skin. I mean, here you can see the foundation on my side, and on my cheeks and stuff it looks pretty good, but my nose looks like a horrendous wreck, and even my forehead, I'm hoping you guys can see how it's just kind of like sitting on my skin, and it's not like blending in really, really well at all. So just want to share that with you guys and get like really close up just so you can see, you know, really what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm gonna do the other side of my face. I'm just gonna actually spray it. Maybe you really have to spray this foundation, I'm not sure. I'm gonna test the other side out by spraying it. So we'll see if that makes a difference. But I just, like I said, wanna be completely, like 100% honest with you guys. Like I said, this company has sent me this product. So I'm supposed to be getting paid for this review because I just truly wanted to test out these products, so why not? But I'm also gonna give you guys my true, authentic review. So no matter if they're paying me or not, I always wanna be honest with you guys. And this is just me and my experience with this product so far. So let's just test it out. Let's spray it and see if that makes any difference. I hate spraying foundations, but we'll test it out like that. All right, let's get our little puff, and we're just gonna press it in just like they say to do. I don't like spraying the foundation. I like just using a brush. That's what I do with my like Dior or my Sephora Airbrush foundation. I just always use a brush. I don't know. Let's see. All right, let me get a little close up here. Let's see if that did anything different to my skin. No, it still looks the same. It's still like sitting on the top of my skin. And it's just like it's not going in, like it's not getting pressed in. Like it looks, I mean, it looks like I clearly have foundation on, which that is not the look that I go for on a daily basis here. This is truly a disaster because this foundation is just not working with my skin. All right, the makeup is literally not even like blending on my nose. It just is accentuating all this dryness. Holy crap, I didn't even know I had that much dryness. Like most foundations do not look like this on my nose. Like this is not good. Okay, we're just gonna keep playing around here. I'm gonna test out their bronzer anyway. Let's see how the bronzer looks. I mean, gosh, even on this foundation, it's just not gonna look good. The bronzer itself could be decent, but on this foundation, it's just, oh, this foundation is just not working for me at all. All right, let's just play with the bronzer anyway. I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna apply the bronzer to a brush for sure, because that is a dark color. I don't want like bronzer all over the place. So let's just kind of play with this and see what we can do here. The bronzer is a good color. It's pretty. I just don't think anything, I mean, any bronzer is not gonna look good on this foundation. I can see where the foundation honestly has potential. It's got pretty coverage and super lightweight, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just my skin or what, but I just don't normally have issues like this with any of my other foundations, and this one is just not blending. I love this bronzer though. The bronzer color is gorgeous. All right, so there's the bronzer on my skin, and if you wouldn't be like, you know, up close to my skin or really like, I don't know. Oh, I'm so frustrated right now. Like this foundation could be so good, but it's just not like, I don't know what's going on. It just looks like foundation on my skin. I just want something that's natural and looks like my skin. And for some reason, this is just not working with my skin. Oh my gosh. I'm just noticing how my self-tan is like completely flaking off and like looks absolutely crazy. So don't mind that situation. All right, so I honestly don't even know what I'm gonna be doing now for the rest of this video. I think I'm gonna go apply the rest of my makeup for the day and just see, I don't know, like what happens. I mean, maybe I can put some concealer on my nose and kind of blend that in a little bit. Like, oh, my nose looks so bad, and just, I don't know what we're gonna do. This has not happened to me really in a video before, but I think I want to finish out the video and just apply the rest of my makeup and just see what we can do, see what happens. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. It's just a super easy makeup day today. I'm gonna literally throw like nothing on my eyes because I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this foundation on my skin. So I'm just gonna go finish up real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are back with the rest of my makeup on for the day, and I'm just honestly just having a hard time with this foundation foundation because like it actually looks good from further away, but the closer you get to it, which I will zoom in a minute, the closer you get, it just looks like foundation sitting on my skin, and that is like the last thing that I look for in a foundation. The bronzer is a really gorgeous color, and I'd like to try the bronzer on top of a foundation that I actually really like, which I will do in the future, because the bronzer is a really pretty color, and I think it could look really nice and like an airbrushed look on a different foundation. This foundation is just not working for me. Okay, here we are, super zoomed in again, just so you can see what I'm talking about, and again, I hope you guys can see what I'm talking about. Like, look at my nose. If you guys can see all the broken, like, little, like, foundation pieces that are sticking to my nose, it's just not blending. Even up in my forehead here, hopefully you guys can see, they're just like little speckly spots that you can just see that it's sitting on my skin and just not blending. Like, I don't want to see that foundation sitting like in my pores and on my skin like that. So hopefully you guys can see that. I mean, even just like around and here, like you can see the foundation like sitting on my skin, and I hope you guys can see. Like, I really want you guys to see what I'm talking about. Around my nose, you can see it sitting on my skin. So I don't know, you guys. All right, so there we have it. I was just talking to you guys on my Instagram story because I'm just so, like, this is just so funny to me because I never do sponsored videos. And this one I was actually interested in because I was like, heck yeah, I'll get paid to, you know, test out some new foundations and bronzer and all that, like, stuff that I love testing out new, you know, new product wise anyway. And now I'm like in the middle of this video and I'm like, crap, like this, I don't like it. But we are going through with the video because I really want to give you guys my honest opinion. I'm not just going to like sell you a product just to get paid on it. Like, I don't care about payment on this video or whatever. I'm going to put this video up anyway and just let you know my thoughts, because I'm sure you're going to come across other people that are probably, you know, doing reviews on this as well. It's not like they're just, you know, wanted to pay me to do this. So I'm sure you're going to come across it from other people. So just to give a different perspective, you know, I thought that this foundation and stuff was going to actually look better on my skin than it actually is. I had some high hopes for it. It looked really intriguing and interesting to me, but it just is not working out for me. It's just not blending and sitting well on my skin like I normally want my foundations to look. And like I said on my Instagram story, like, this Jeunesse company should hear multiple reviews, not just people like wanting to get paid going like, oh, this is a fabulous foundation, this is this, and it's wonderful and it's miraculous. Like, they should hear like other opinions as well. So like I said, I'm just gonna give them and you guys my honest opinion, and this is what it is. It's not looking great on my skin. It's not my favorite by any means, and there's not really anything else to say. It's just not working for me. So I guess what we will do though is I will go about my day. I just have a lot of like little errands to run today, so I am gonna go out and do them real quick because I got some makeup on. I'm gonna head out, test it out a little bit, and just I'll come back and see, you know, how it's wearing. Is it getting worse than what it looks like right now? We'll see. So I'm gonna head out, run my errands, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, I am back. I just ran my errands. I just picked up my kids from school, and I honestly just want to wash my face. It's like one of those foundations that you just want to wash your face. You don't want to look at it any longer. You don't want to feel it any longer. I feel like this video is a complete disaster and I just want to end it now. I will zoom in a minute for you guys so you guys can see again exactly what it looks like, but I can tell you for myself, oh, Lily, you want to get in the video too? Oh, I see your eyes. I see your eyes. If I stop petting her, she like nudges my hand. Watch, go. She'll like make me pet her. All right, she's being quite needy today. You want to be in this video. You just want to pop your head in this video, no licks. This is not a good foundation. Okay, so like I was saying, I will zoom in a minute for you guys to see what what I'm talking about and what it looks like now. But just from seeing it myself and just giving you guys my feedback, just looking at it myself, it just is one of those foundations that doesn't look like your skin. I mean, I can see it sitting on my skin. It is not blending remotely on my nose. Like, if you have any little dry patches, it really clings and just doesn't really blend over dry patches, which I'm a little bit surprised because this is supposed to be like a moisturizing, hydrating formula from what they kind of claim it to be, but it's just not working well on any of my dry areas, and it's just sitting on my skin. Like, I hate foundations that just look like they're sitting on your skin. I mean, it's not tacky, it doesn't feel heavy or anything, but it just, I mean, I should say it doesn't look heavy, but it feels heavy. Like, it feels like there's something on my face, and that's just bleh. I even went up to Brian, my husband, and I was like, all right, babe, I was like, what do you think of this foundation today, this makeup today? And he was like, you know, giving it a little look. He was like, no, not the best. He's like, it looks cakey. I can see it on your skin. And I was like, exactly. So he could see and exactly, you know, thought the exact same things that I did. It's just like, it's just sitting there. It's like sitting on my skin. And Brian was funny. He's like, is this that sponsored video that you decided to do? And I was like, yes, unfortunately it is. He's like, do you think they're gonna still pay you? I'm like, I highly doubt it. Look at my forehead. Do you see how it's clinging and just sitting on my skin? Like, I just want to, actually I'm gonna wipe it and see what happens. Like, I feel like it's just gonna wipe off. Like, it's, oh, I don't know, you guys. Like, look at that. It's sitting on top of my skin. It's not blending in. It's not like, it's just sitting in my pores. And I hope you guys can see, like, see that all that foundation just kind of sitting there and not moving. I mean, that's what it looks like. Not the best at all. Ugh. All right, so that wraps up this video. I was just thinking to myself, I was actually not even gonna film this today. I was gonna film it tomorrow. And I actually am hosting like a soccer party for my son's soccer team tomorrow night. And I was gonna film this for tomorrow and just like wear this foundation, you know, to the party tomorrow. And I'm so glad I decided to just film today, even though it's like a dark and gloomy out and I just was not gonna film today. I'm so glad I filmed today and I don't have to wear this to that party tomorrow, because that would not be good. Like, I hate being stuck in a foundation that you just want to get out of. You know that feeling? That is what I'm feeling right now, and I'm seriously gonna go wash my face right now and just end this video here. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. As always, this is just my honest opinion. You know, maybe it'll work for somebody else, but I have to stay true to myself and always be completely honest with you guys, always. So I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed this video anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give this a thumbs up. Hopefully my next foundation review will be better than this one. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all new videos all the time. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.